Good morning, people. Good morning, wake up. You have found Breakfast with Boz. We're probably in the third week now. I'm sharing with you a practice that I've been doing for over a decade, reading in the morning. Got a sitting area at the end of my bed, and the days that I just stop and read, I usually read one and then go get some coffee and come back and just read until I get the right one or I'm tired of reading. So we're doing that now just for you. It's May 6th. We are heading for summer. I turned on the air conditioner today. And I need a tech. This tech stuff's no joke. Just spent about 30 minutes trying to nail down a problem with reverb, echo. Anyway, enough about that. Today we're going to read from a amazing fireside parkside meditation book called Believing in Myself. This thing is by Ernie Larson and Carol Haggerty, and it's daily meditations for healing and building self-esteem. Now let me tell you, I could use some of that. So I'll read it twice. Here we go. May 6th. The one means that wins the easiest victory over reason, terror, and force. Guess who said that? Adolf Hitler. I almost hate to say his name, but there it is. Excuse me. Human beings are both wonderfully and awfully adaptable. Over time, people who put up with bullying come to tolerate and then accept this sad situation. They become so accustomed to intimidation, they no longer even recognize it for what it is, a forfeit of their basic human rights. Obviously, people who live under these circumstances have only two chances for self-esteem: slim and none. Those of us who live with people who brutalize us, emotionally or physically, must get honest with ourselves about what's going on before we do anything else. We need to admit, even to ourselves, that we live under spirit-crushing conditions. Facing the facts brings us one step closer to achieving some improvement. People who are constantly taunted, teased, insulted, or threatened, let alone physically abused, have every right to reclaim the basic human right to happiness that somehow let slip away. There is hope and help available. There is every reason to count on better days ahead if today we begin to tell the truth. Our situation is only hopeless if we deny that it exists. I am too valuable a person to bow down in submission. Amen to that. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, I got my coffee right here. Need a sip after that. Wow. You know what? Before I share some dialogue or thoughts on that, I got to do one thing. I talked to a very special friend of mine tonight. We've known each other for over 4 decades, 4.5 decades, even longer than that. We sat next to each other in our at our high school commencement graduation ceremony. And there's a funny story about that, but I'll save that for later. But he made a joke tonight. We had a conversation about what's going on, about something about my hair, or he had hair or something. And I was like, And so I said, well, I got hair. And he said something about my hats in the Morning Joe. So just for him, I mean, this takes a lot of guts to do. Trust me, because it's not, I got hat head, but look at that. In case you were wondering. But I like the driver's caps. So you're going to see a lot of those. That's a hip statement. Come on, man. Backwards, driver's cap, Ivy cap, golf cap. I've got a whole collection of them, and you're going to see more. But, okay, so now that hijinks is over, I'll be showing other things in other videos, I'm sure. But, I was bullied when I was younger. And I know some of you who knew me later might think that's hard to believe. But, I played a lot of sports. And in Amarillo, Texas, it wasn't a big enough town to have like enough people on each grade for a sporting. So they mixed up grades. So like when I was in, third or fourth or fifth grade, I was with the bigger boys that were 1 or 2 or even 3 years older. So before sporting practice, I often got wedgies and pink bellies, and it was, oh my God, it was humiliating. And I looked like a girl. I had blonde hair. I was skinny. Everybody always thought I was, a lot of people when I was with Carrie, my sister, thought, they'd say, oh, you have such pretty little girls. It would just drive me nuts. And later the bullying became even more serious, and, fights. And anyway, I finally, and then I moved to Chicago, and he was worse there. Tried to get on the basketball team. I couldn't even I made the team, but I was just sat on the bench. The guys that were just far more developed. And anyway, I found a way. I punched a couple guys, tried to bully me, and pretty soon I didn't get bullied anymore. And the tougher bullying for me has been psychological, emotional. And I still deal with that. And I'm better at working with it, but stand up for yourself, man. You are a beautiful flower. You're perfect, whole, and complete. We come to this world to teach and to share our gifts. You don't have to do anything to earn that. You don't have to be rich, or, you see, that's what I thought, is when I got some certain level, then people would stop bullying me, or there'd be no more emotional abuse, but that's just not true. That's what I was told. Look, you're getting treated like this because of this. And, a lot of times it was that. You're getting treated like this because you're skinny and you look like a girl. Okay, well, take this. Bam. There's a girl beating your ass. So anyway, this is the longest one we've done. I'm into 8 minutes. Wow. Well, tell me what you think. Oh, by the way, yeah, I've been getting feedback a little bit, finally trickling in on, like tonight, about the hair. And it's very valuable. It was awesome to hear David's thoughts on, what he thinks of the program. I didn't even know he was watching, and calling it a program is probably a stretch, but please leave me some feedback. And I didn't even know he was watching because he hasn't liked or commented, David. So please leave some evidence that you were here. That's what helps artists or anyone who shares anything that they do from their soul or anything they create. If it doesn't look like anyone is consuming it or at least looking at it, then it's hard. There's a lot of stuff that goes into creating. And so if for the viewer or the consumer or the reader or the listener to have more variety, let people know you were there. Let me say hello, say good morning, put a like, put a hate, I don't know, whatever. The huggy new love thing, I would love to get one of those tomorrow or the next day or this morning. So anyway, that's it. 9 minutes, 23 seconds. Good morning. Have a great day. We will see you tomorrow.